Welcome to the San Diego Business Journal's Community of Business podcast, covering all of the vibrant business activity in the greater San Diego metropolitan area. And now, here are your hosts, Kevin Leet, publisher, and Jeff Clementson, editor-in-chief.
Welcome to the San Diego Business Journal's Community of Business podcast. I'm your host, Jeff Clementson, editor-in-chief of the San Diego Business Journal. Today, we are joined by friend of show, returning guest, Cheri Pierre, CEO of Computers to Kids. Welcome back, Cheri.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
We're excited to have you again as well. Last time we discussed how businesses benefit from utilizing Computer to Kids recycling donating programs, but that's only one of the benefits of Computers to Kids. As I understand it, you have a workforce education program that's involved with the recycling program and other things. Can you explain what that does?
Yeah, so it's called C2K's Tech Up program, and it's training and employment for careers in hardware, upgrading, and programming. And yes, that sounds like a very robust title, but it's a really robust program. And what we're doing is we're pairing an associate's degree, A+ certification, hands-on training, and job placement for populations that would not have a career path in IT otherwise.
And you said education. Does that mean that you're an accredited school, or are you working with other schools? Well, how does that work?
No, so we have a really exciting partnership with ICOS College. And ICOS College is a leader in AI-driven innovation and information technology education. And they equip students with cutting-edge skills for today's fastest-growing industries. What's really beautiful about this partnership is that together we're able to take an individual, give them career counseling to decide what type of career pathway they may be interested in IT, pair it with levels of certification and associate's degree in administration, networking, cybersecurity, AI business and technology. Once they go through the school or really in tangent of going through the school program, they're also going to be doing work in our warehouse, refurbishing computers, helping us get systems ready for our technology assistance program. And during that time, not only are they getting a degree, they're building up their resume. Once they're done with the program, we help place them in a job. So it's a really robust, full cycle program.
And how long has the program been around?
So we've been doing workforce development since 2010 out of our facility. The partnership with ICOS started in November, and it's a new program to really give that wraparound service that people need. Oftentimes you have individuals that are going to school. The schools may say you need to have a couple of hours of community service, but they're not really prepared with the hands-on work that they need. Or you have a lot of individuals out there in covered populations that don't even see a career pathway in IT field. We want to make sure that they vision that for their future.
And is it the same cohort now? Are you in your same first cohort, or do you have a round that you've already graduated? How many students are in the program now, and how much do you want to grow it?
Yes, so right now we're planning to do 60 students a year. That will grow depending on whether or not these students just choose certifications like A+ certification or Comp TIA, or if they want that full associate's degree in science in information technology. Depending on which route they choose, that will determine whether we do 60 or more for right now. And it's really important that we allow the student to choose, right? Oftentimes in the nonprofit sector, we try to tell individuals what they need in order to prove their future. Instead, we want to help them be masters of their future and make the decisions that's best for them. Now, that is also contingent on funding. So we had some seed money from the San Diego Foundation just over a year and a half ago that really helped us plant this robust process. But then currently we were just awarded a 2-year grant from Prebis for their youth workforce development program. And that's really taking us to the next level. That partnered with some funding that we've received from the Lucky Duck Foundation, we're able to impact even more students.
So, and what kind of students do you get in this program? Do you have any examples you'd like to share of people and kind of take us through what their journey is?
Yes, so we're really looking for students that are low income. Average income could be, 30 to 45,000. They're not making anything more than minimum wage or not working at all. Transitional youth, ages 18 to 26. Those that are housing insecure, justice impacted, immigrants, domestic violence survivors, veterans that are transitioning out of the military, but also youth with disabilities. And to give you an example of some of the students that have been successful in our program, is I'm going to start off with Jose. Jose came to us at the very beginning in 2010 when we started our workforce development, and came through a partnership sent to us by Interfaith, which is another great organization here in town. He just started blowing out computers, dismantling them, not IT trained at all. Today, he is an employee with Computers to Kids and is the head of our laptop refurbishing department. So he went from not knowing anything about IT to leading that area for everybody else that comes in. Another really good example is we have a gentleman, James, who was housing insecure, didn't have a vehicle at the time, came in a couple years ago working through our workforce development. He now has a job in IT, has an apartment that he lives in, and now has a car. Again, because the amount of income he was able to earn really does change once you go from not having IT training to IT training.
Wow. And so this is a program that really has a community benefit in lots of ways for upward mobility. How do you view this, what the effect that the program has on like the general region?
So there's a couple ways that I think we impact. Number one, economic mobility through access and upskilling. It's been proven that with a $20,000 training investment on an individual, creating a career pathway through the Tech Up program into IT has a lifetime earning potential of $2.4 million. And that's money going back into our community, right? So that's an economic impact. There's also the environmental sustainability impact of obviously reusing technology through our program. The computers these students are refurbishing and preparing to put out into the community for underserved populations. We've kept to date 18 plus million tons of e-waste out of landfills, and that has a direct cost savings to the environment of $305 million, and it has reduced air emissions by 11 million metric tons. So that's a huge impact that you don't really see, but has a greater impact for all of us, right?
Right.
And I think really, making sure that individuals have an opportunity to increase their earning potential in the big picture allows them to give back to the community, helping the small businesses they shop in, helping support their neighbors be successful. It goes around. What you invest comes back to you twofold.
And how do people get involved in the program if someone wants to join or if someone wants to recommend someone to join the program? Where can they go to get the information? What do they need to do?
So there's a couple ways. They can come directly to us if they're interested in having a career pathway. The very first step we're going to do is we're going to take them in, set them up with that career counselor at ICOS, find out what career pathway that they want. Once they get into the education process, we're going to ensure that whatever pathway for education they choose through this partnership, they come away with no debt, which is extremely important. Once they decide their career pathway, we're going to bring them into C2K. We're going to get them on the payroll. They're going to be paid for the time that they're working at C2K. So they're going to be earning some money while they're doing their education. In addition to that, we're going to look at, do they have transportation issues to us? Do they need a bus fare? Do they need an Uber Lyft because they happen to be coming to our facility outside of the bus transit schedule? All of that Once they're done, then of course we're going to do job placement. But we're really looking for any nonprofit out there that has a workforce development component where they're trying to train students. Let's join together. Let's do what San Diego does best and collaborate. You bring your students in. We're going to help them get trained. We're going to help them get educated. We're going to help them get employed. Now, on the flip side of that, you're a company out there. Whether you're a big company looking to hire IT people, think about coming to us and in taking on these students as entry-level employees. They'll be prepared. They'll be the best prepared employees you can get. Certification, training, hands-on work. So it's not just book work, it's real life experience. That's going to benefit those companies. If you're a small company and you don't have the bandwidth to be able to do a job search, but you need someone that's going to help you with your company's IT, even on a smaller level, what a more appropriate employee to bring in and make part of your team. Because you know that the money that you have to invest in their future is going to come back to your success of your business. Again, we're working together. And then I always have to throw out there, if you're a company and you're refreshing your electronics, you need to be picking up the phone and calling C2K, because ultimately we're going to bring that technology in, sanitize it of data, and then have these individuals in our Tech Up program refurbishing them and putting them back out in the community for another 3 to 5 years. What can be a better a give back to our community than that?
And how can the community of business get involved in, and get in touch with you to be more involved? And was there anything else that people could do?
Yeah, so I'm always going to say cash, time, and talent. And in addition to that is computers, right? So give us a call at 858-200-9790. You can email us at info@c2k.org or visit our website at c2k.org. But really think about investing in your community. What can be more satisfying than knowing that you've taken someone with a earning potential of $35,000 to $40,000 who's struggling, and you've given them the opportunity to have a very fulfilling and financially satisfying future. And, you know, I want to go back to a student and a mom that went through the program who's currently with C2K right now in this partnership with ICOS, and that's Kimmy, whose son Brandon has come to C2K. Brandon is on the spectrum. And so for him, it wasn't just finding a place to go to school. It was finding a location that would allow him to thrive, that would work with him to make sure that we're giving him the greatest opportunity possible. And for Kimmy to say that we gave Brandon an opportunity not just to thrive, but to have real-world experience, walk away with 2 certifications, and prepare him for a successful career in IT, that was invaluable to Kimmy, and it was thrilling to Brandon. And it's that kind of give back and success that really is going to make city of San Diego and the county of San Diego America's finest city. And that's what we're all here for, right?
That is. And the moment that we have right now to be giving back to the community is a special moment at this point. Obviously giving at all times, but with some uncertainties in the world, the ability to help with jobs. What do you think about this moment in particular for people to get involved in helping with the creation of wealth for people who might be being left behind? What is your opinion on that?
You know, it's an unprecedented time that we live in right now. Challenges are hitting us from all sides, frustrations, financial insecurity. I think it's really important that we empower those individuals who are struggling with a way to no longer need to struggle in the future. If we can invest something as small as $20,000 to change the earning potential of someone forever, not only just that individual, but their household, their future children. You're really changing the economic environment for just a small investment. And I think it really does take an entire community to do that. You know, they always say it takes a village. I believe one of the things that makes San Diego really unique is the collaborative efforts between nonprofits, business community, and the philanthropic community. We're a small, very powerful community. We have few funds, but we get the greatest impact from those funds. And it's programs like this, the Tech Up program, it's the pairing it with the education. It's going out into the nonprofit community and finding those workforce development programs in all the different sectors that we serve and bringing them together to change a life for the better. Now is the time we need to do that. And I am excited to be a part of that. I encourage all of San Diego to be a part of that, whether you can give a computer that you're retiring at the holidays coming up that you replace with a new one and you could bring back to us and put it back into the community for another 3 to 5 years, whether you're a company that's refreshing your computers or has a philanthropic arm and wants to make a contribution to change the economic strength of our community, or whether you're an individual who just wants to change their life path. This is the opportunity to do that, and I encourage you to give us a call, reach out to us, and let's make a stronger San Diego together.
And thank you, Cheri, Pierre. That was wonderful. And thank you again for joining us once again. This is Jeff Clementson, Editor-in-Chief, San Diego Business Journal, and you've been listening to the Community of Business podcast.
This has been a podcast from the San Diego Business Journal, the Community of Business. Keep watch on the journal's website, sdbj.com, for this and other podcasts, past and future. Copyright San Diego Business Journal, all rights reserved.